of the youth that are disturbing us are from universities. So this year of the main campus, there is the historical campus, which you have actually contained. We want to congratulate you, VC Makerere University, that you are the first one that has eliminated the many strikes that used to be at Makerere University. Really thank God for you that Makerere, for the first time, I think these are about 5 or even more years not seeing the Makerere students right up to many hills of Kampala. Thank you very much.
I think, well, I didn't go into the details on how they did it, but I would assume that if you come up with a national plan, you first of all say, what are those opportunities?
If you're going to become for instance, you do engineering and you go through the university, you are not going to get a job unless you go for practical one. You must come out with an apron, with your tools. If you don't come out with that, what you say you want to do to society? We don't want an engineer who is going to come and read books to us. We want an engineer who is going to come with tools and an apron to do some work. 20% of the senior technical people in the whole bank governors and what have you went through the practical services because those are the ones that are going to be absorbed. That's what society needs. Why must you have a degree and be on the streets when in fact you can go through the technical course and be employed? To oversee some of these institutions. So these companies then establish industrial parks, which I know government I think has planned to establish industrial parks. Let them rent offices as small organized groups to produce some of these things. For instance, furniture, or take on jobs as electrical engineers, take on jobs and things like that, so that they are regulated for purposes of quality of the products they are producing. To oversee some of these institutions. So these companies then establish industrial parks, which I know government I think has planned to establish industrial parks. Let them rent offices as small organized groups to produce some of these things. For instance, furniture, or take on jobs as electrical engineers, take on jobs and things like that, so that they are regulated for purposes of quality of the products they are producing.
How can we use the knowledge economy to supplement all the other economies? So when I wrote this paper, I'm lucky I was transparent. I sent it to my boss. Yes, I sent it to him. I'm sure he read it. And we have submitted a manuscript. That's what we do in academia, to the Journal of Knowledge Economy. However, my friends picked it up and they said, let's convert this into a paper. We'll send it to the president and seek some audience. Because we have this knowledge and these skills, yes, and we are renowned experts, we attract resources which come. So what I propose in this paper, that if we can have, probably each university have centers of this size. We have nine public universities. If each university had 5 of these centers, that would be 45 centers. If each of those 5 centers was to contribute maybe just 1 billion to the national coffer through payee or through any other tax, that would be 45 billion. And you can keep multiplying and multiplying. So Kano, I want to stop there. But for me, my area is to see, as we grow the other economies, let's also concentrate on the knowledge economy. These professors who are in universities with 3 PhDs, yeah, we can convert them into some economy.
Yes.
Yes, they can contribute something. So kind of my last point was, like, if you say in the Land Institute, we have 200 personnel. Yeah, universities.
Yes.
You don't have to start a new university. Just go to those ones which are there, and let people see the value of the knowledge they have, and see how they can use that knowledge to supplement what is
At
happening.
least to start with all government
Yes.
universities.
So that's what we are saying. Yes, we can train people with certificates. We can have all those. I like the idea of postgraduate certificate. DRE, 3 months. Someone who has a degree will pick anything. It's a very good idea. But we can also see how do we make sure that as people maybe use this, as people have crossed into academia, because it's difficult to bring us back, can we contribute from where we are? Thank you so much.
Central Division has got about 3 or 4 billion.
Central Division.
And the percentage for the youth has only been taken by the youth leaders.
Who are very
Those counselors and whatnot.
They have taken all.
They are not supposed to be the beneficiary.
No. So then they are forced, and which is key, is lack of feedback